Since everybody's going ape over this new Godzilla vs. Kong trailer, I thought I would be bananas if I didn't try to capitalize on it and looked at a toy that was inspired by their first meeting in 1962. So, stick around. Hello fellow dorks and dorkettes, and welcome to It Came From My Side of the Laundry Room. In this episode, we're going to take a toy-tastic adventure and unbox a King Kong vs. Godzilla toy from NECA. I've had this toy sitting on the shelf for a while, and I thought with the trailer out now for the Kong vs. Godzilla movie, I thought what better time would it be to unbox this awesome toy and take a look at it. I also recently have devoted an entire shelf to my Godzilla collection, which is very small, so I thought it's time to unbox this dude and put him with his brethren up on the shelf. So anyway, without further ado, let's take a toy-tastic adventure. Here we go, folks. Here is the box for the NECA, or NECA as the cool kids call it, King Kong vs. Godzilla figure. Now, it has the original movie poster from 1962, and it's just beautiful. I'm really going to regret not having this on my shelf, but like I said, Godzilla deserves to be with his brethren up on the shelf. So hopefully he fits, because I think this is going to be pretty beefy, and that's going to be awesome. So anyway, let's take a look at this. Like I said, this is the theatrical poster from 1962. And as we open it up, sorry for the glare, we have a picture of Godzilla from the movie. Well, sorry, this is the toy with a nice background to look like the movie. Whew. Got that wrong. Not real toy. Not real toy. But that's just how believable these toys are. They look like the suit. You can see him in here in all of his glory. Missing his tail, so some assembly required. So let's crack it open, shall we? Oh, and side of the box, King Kong vs. Godzilla. Godzilla, will you win? The battle of the century, featuring heat ray blasts. So, sorry it's off camera, but I'm cracking it open. And that is a nice heavy figure. Let me get the stuff out of the box here, and then we'll take a closer look at them. Sorry for the noise. Of course, the tail has to be difficult. What would you expect from something that knocks down buildings? There we go. Get this crap out of the way. Okay, let's move the camera down. And here we go. Look at this. Does his mouth open? Of course it does. Wow. Let's put the tail on before we get started here and take in just how big this dude really is. Wow, they couldn't make this any easier? Gee Louise. Sorry it's off camera. Here you can see me struggle like a complete buffoon. As I try to put, look at this, how big this ball is to how small the hole is. So, put on my somewhat of a reviewer's hat, that stinks. It's a little hard. Shoo-wee. Out of the way, heat blast. My goodness gracious. There's no... Doesn't look like there's any secret way of doing this other than just muscling it on. But let me say something real quick. This texture on his body, I just have such fond memories of this version of Godzilla. Not from this movie particularly, but his early incarnations where he had this textured skin. Growing up, probably from 1962, and I wish I still had them, but they were at my grandparents' house, there was a rubber King Kong and a rubber Godzilla. Like the rubber toys that were on rubber bands, like bouncy strings that you could bounce around. And I just have such vivid memories of how the texture of those felt. And I think I explained it in one of my other Godzilla unboxings a while ago. Sorry he's off camera, but I'm just trying my hardest to get this on there. Holy crud sickles. We finally got it. Whew. Here, take in how big that is. Compare him next to He-Man here. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5 He-Mans long, and 1.25 He-Mans tall. How do you like that for scale? So he's superposable, which is awesome. But he still has that suit aesthetic that is so super awesome. I have a Microman figure from Japan that they did for the 50th anniversary, I want to say, where it's actually a Godzilla suit that goes over the Microman. And this reminds me of that, just a lot bigger. I don't know if he'll fit on the shelf with his buddies with this tail, but we'll see. It is superposable. But great detail in the face. I know I can't show it too close or it'll get blurry. Now, does this fit in there somewhere? There we go. Some quick factoids. The movie was released in 1962, like I said. It was the third Godzilla movie after Godzilla and Godzilla Returns. And they created a brand new Godzilla suit just for the movie. Oh, his digits are even posable. Nice. When I was growing up, there was always a rumor that there were two endings, one for American audiences, one for Japanese audiences. One where Godzilla wins, one where Kong wins. Unfortunately, that rumor is not true, and King Kong wins at the end of both movies. I will say both because the American version was edited pretty heavily from the Japanese version. So psyched at how posable this guy is. I see that there we go. This side is a little tight. But NECA has a wide variety of Godzillas. My next one I'd hope to get is Godzilla vs. Biollante, because that's my second favorite Godzilla, because he has the little ears, very streamlined, very much like the Art Adams artwork that when he would do the Godzilla comic for Dark Horse Comics. I really wish they would have come out with a Kong to go along with it. Even as goofy as he looked, it would be cool to have an action figure of him. Then they could battle. But while we're talking about Godzilla, let's talk about the new trailer. What did you all think about it? I think it looks completely bonkers awesome. I saw somebody broke down the trailer, and not to have a spoiler here, but it looks like it'll have NECA Godzilla in it. There's two scenes, one where you see like a silver robotic foot stomped down at the very beginning of the trailer, and then later there's a guy talking, and behind him you see like computer readouts that look like NECA Godzilla. So I hope he's not the super bad guy. I hope he's actually an ally, because I have a feeling that Kong and Godzilla are going to team up, because they did such a great job of portraying Godzilla as a hero in King of the Monsters, and they're doing such a great job of making a hero out of Kong. I would hate to see one of them fall. So I hope that there is another monster in the melee, and I hope it's not NECA Godzilla. I want to see them all team up and fight together versus something, or a group of somethings, or because it looks like we get some Kong action on Skull Island too, with the trailer of him fighting different beasties, titans maybe. But I was never a super fan of the Americanized Godzilla movies, but I quickly became one after King of the Monsters, because that's the Godzilla I like. One that's portrayed as a hero, as a protector, and it had a lot of other awesome critters in it. It had Mothra, Rodan, King Ghidorah, or Ghidorah, however you want to pronounce it. I'm just really taken aback at this dude's posability. Very happy with it. Now I'll have to see if it fits on my shelf with my other ones. So anyway, I could sit here and play with this dude forever. He's a lot of fun. But I'm going to let you all go. Thanks for watching. Now back to me. I hope you enjoyed this look at the NECA King Kong vs. Godzilla figure. To be honest, I am super happy with it, and I can't wait to add it to my shelf with my other Godzilla collectibles. If only they would have released a Kong to go along with this in that great 1962 style, which is a little cheesy, but awesome at the same time. That would have been awesome if they would have released one. Hit me up in the comments to let me know what you think of the trailer for the new Godzilla vs. King Kong movie. Or just Kong, sorry. Kong movie. I'll tell you what, for one, I'm super excited. I was not a fan at first of the Americanized Godzilla movies, but I'm vastly becoming a fan after King of the Monsters came out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you got something to say, please leave a comment. I love reading them, and I love getting back to everybody. And if you're new around here and you enjoyed this or any of the episodes that YouTube is recommending down here, please hit subscribe. And if you hit that little bell icon, you'll be notified whenever there's a new episode. So anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. Keep being rad and stay dorky.